The Good Manners Brigade Comes to Town, written by Martin Wellman, illustrated by Richa Kinra, and read by London Reed Alouds. It was a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Good Manners Town. The sun was shining and the seawater was sparkling. The sky was bright and blue with some fluffy white clouds floating above. Most of the people who lived in Good Manners Town were happy and helpful. But in one house in the center of town, there was unhappiness. Mr. and Mrs. Rudy were the parents of Rhonda and Robbie, but lately their daughter Rhonda had been behaving badly, and now her younger brother Robbie was following her poor example. Mr. and Mrs. Rudy looked sadly at each other as their children ran out to play. In Good Manners Town, there was a group of people who led the Good Manners Brigade. They were well liked by everyone in the town. They always had friendly smiles, and they organized many wonderful town events, including picnics, games, and activities. On this fine Saturday, they were meeting to organize the spring picnic. 3 people had already arrived for the meeting. The first person to arrive was Miss May-I, who was in charge of the Good Manners Brigade. She led the brigade to all of the town events. Her most important job was to visit classrooms and schools to talk about the brigade to new school teachers and students. The second person was Mrs. Polite, who was famous for her delicious homemade cookies and lemonade. She made sure that all of the members of the Good Manners Brigade were kind and helpful to everyone who lived in Good Manners Town, and that they all carefully wiped the cookie crumbs from their chins after eating their delicious cookies. The third person to arrive was Nutty No Thank You, who was happily eating a chocolate chip cookie. When he didn't want something, he always said, "No thank you." But he never said no to a free meal or snack. He wore bright, funny ties, and all the children laughed when he ate. Nutty No Thank You always spilled cookie crumbs and sauce on his funny ties. He had to wear a bib to cover his shirt when he ate. There were 2 more team leaders, Skipper Yes Please and Captain Thank You. It was really funny to hear them say, "Yes, please," and "thank you" at exactly the same time. Walking towards their meeting place, they saw Rhonda and Robbie Rudy. They were playing in the park with Sailor. Sailor was Skipper Yes Please's son. "Daddy, Daddy, where are you going?" Sailor called out. Skipper Yes Please replied, "We are going to town for our Good Manners Brigade meeting. It is time to start planning our spring picnic." Sailor said, "May I come with you? I like the Good Manners Brigade. I have fun when I meet with the brigade. May I please bring my friends Robbie and Rhonda too?" "You are most welcome to come. Your friends may come too, but first they must ask their parents," said Skipper Yes Please. Rhonda and Robbie were very happy when their parents said they could go with Sailor. When they arrived in town, Mrs. Polite said, "Hello, Captain Thank You and Skipper Yes Please, and Sailor, you have brought your friends." They all went inside to meet the rest of the Good Manners Brigade. Miss May-I came over to say hello, and Skipper Yes Please introduced the children to her. Nutty No Thank You was still munching chocolate chip cookies. "I'm very pleased to meet you, Rhonda and Robbie," said Miss May-I. "Please have some of Mrs. Polite's delicious lemonade and cookies. Then, after our meeting, we will join you again." Rhonda and Robbie took their snacks and sat down. Sailor was very happy with his delicious snack and remembered to say thank you. "Did Sailor tell you that you can become members of the Good Manners Brigade?" Miss May-I asked. "No, he didn't. What do we have to do?" asked Rhonda enthusiastically. Well, said Miss May I, to join, you must be approved by the Good Manners Brigade leaders and do your best to remember the 5 names of the Good Manners Brigade. When you become a member of the Good Manners Brigade, you will make new friends. You will make people happy and have more fun during school time, mealtime, home time, and play. Who are these leaders and what are their names? Asked Robbie. Miss May I laughed and said, there are 5 of us. You have met all of us. Can you remember our names? Yes, said Rhonda and Robbie in unison. They named all the leaders of the Good Manners Brigade. There was Mrs. Polite with her tasty lemonade. There was Captain Thank You and Skipper Yes Please, who spoke together. Then came Nutty No Thank You, who was crazy about cookies, and who was the other one? Oh, of course, Mrs. May I herself. Very good. Now we will make you members of the Good Manners Brigade, said Miss May I. Miss May I said, think of Captain Thank You whenever someone gives you something. When someone asks you if you want to do something, think of Skipper Yes Please or Nutty No Thank You. Remember Mrs. Polite when you are with your friends or a lot of other people. When you are at school and everybody is rushing to get to the classroom, you must not forget to be kind like Mrs. Polite. Captain Thank You made a funny face and added, next time you are out with your mother and father at your favorite restaurant, your server will ask you if you want something. Think of me, especially when your server brings the food to your table. Finally, please remember me too, said Miss May I, when you want to ask something. We will remember you every time we finish our supper and want to leave the table, Rhonda said, as she and her brother smiled. This made Miss May I very happy. She reached over and shook Sailor's hand. Thank you for bringing your 2 friends to meet us. I know they are going to be great new members of the Good Manners Brigade. Rhonda and Robbie were very pleased when Mrs. Polite gave each of them a Good Manners Brigade badge. That night, they were very excited when they told their parents about their lovely day in town. They proudly held up their Good Manners Brigade badges, telling their mother and father, we are even going to help with the spring picnic. That day in Good Manners Town, Mr. and Mrs. Rudy smiled. They were happy and proud that their children had joined the Good Manners Brigade. They were looking forward to going to all of the events. But most of all, they would enjoy more than ever spending time with their children because now Rhonda and Robbie had good manners. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed listening to The Good Manners Brigade Comes to Town, written by Martin Wellman, illustrated by Richa Kinra, and read by London Alouds. Remember, good manners are extremely important because they last a lifetime. Don't forget to use them. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.